Welcome to the KID launch webinar for the State of the Age 2026 report, which this year we've titled The Year of Implementation. Online safety has been a ever-growing area. We were talking about keeping kids safe online before trust and safety was even coined as a phrase. But in the last 12 months, I think we've seen more change in the way that operators of digital services, be it an AI company, a video games company, streaming services, any kind of online service that is accessible online, has had to change the way that they do their business. More has happened in that last 12 months than has happened really in the last 20 years. And companies are trying to understand what is happening. Where are the regulatory pressures coming from? But also then, what is the new playbook for this changing landscape? A lot changed in the last year, as I said. The policy momentum started really with the Federal Trade Commission enforcing against the makers of Genshin Impact, loot boxes available in games that younger people were looking at, and remedies had to be sought. We've also got some of the more obvious flagship pieces of regulation that have caught people's attention, and we've got Australia and the social media delay. Multiple US jurisdictions have taken, new laws have taken effect from the 1st of January. A lot of people on this call, I'm sure, will also have followed the FTC's workshop at the end of January. But even back at the end of last year, they were signaling very strong support for age assurance through its enforcements, through workshops, and other signals that they've been providing. UK Online Safety Act, we're already looking at an Online Safety Act 2.0 less than a year after the first version came into force. EU, well, we have the Digital Services Act, but so many countries are following on from the Australia trend. So the policy momentum has been building. It's felt relentless. We have seen that effectively parents, society, even children themselves are demanding better protection. We've heard plenty of anecdotal reports after the Australia and UK implementations that kids are feeling happier. They're feeling safer going onto services in the UK because they're not going to see, or are less likely to see, some triggering, harmful, risky content. Doesn't mean that this content is banned. It just means that the services by default become age appropriate. And we've seen the trend of companies, in fact, even following the model of building teen by default, not just where it's required by legislation, but realizing that their customers of all ages are finding it beneficial. So we've reached this tipping point where the question about the feasibility of age assurance has really been established and answered. Age assurance is here. It is possible. It may not be always perfect, but that doesn't mean that we should throw the law away because there are some things getting through. The Australian Premier made a great example whereby we still know that teenagers get access to alcohol. They still get access to cigarettes. They still get access to other things that are age restricted, but that doesn't mean we throw the law away. The principles should be there. They're better for our society to have them. And we are, through technology, able to consistently and constantly improve those systems.